Have you ever heard somebody ask if you know who your representatives are? You know, in terms of the U.S. Congress, it makes sense that this is a question posed because congressional districts are large, containing multiple cities and likely hundreds of thousands of people. Here in Osawatomie, however, things are a bit different. With a population of under 5,000 people, Osawatomie is divided into 4 wards, each having roughly 1,200 people, give or take. Just by straight mathematics, that comes to about 300 families of 4 per district. All of which leads to the question I'm asking you now. Do your representatives here in Osawatomie know who you are? Honestly, do they? Because they don't hold their elected positions on the Osawatomie City Council to represent their own thoughts. They don't hold their positions to represent the city manager. They don't hold their elected positions to represent their own impressions of what they think that you need in your life, since, you're clearly too uneducated to do your thinking for yourself. No, they hold their elected positions on the city council to represent you, and their job isn't to vote for what's good for you or what they think is in your best interest. It's to vote the way that you, the people they are representing in their own wards, would want them to vote on the issues that come before the city council. In terms of congressional representatives and senators, it makes sense that the onus lies upon you to contact them and let them know what you think and what you want before they cast votes on issues that they are faced with. Even so, however, it's not unheard of for congressional representatives or even senators to hold town hall meetings in an attempt to connect with their constituents, even if only in an election year. Here in Osawatomie, your representatives live right here in town, never more than a short drive or walk away from you, and it doesn't make as much sense that you would need to call them in order to inform them how you want to vote. All that said, tell me, when was the last time your city council representatives hosted a town hall meeting for you, the people of their ward? When was the last time they reached out to you to know your mind on the matters that they were voting on? Even now, in the middle of a town election year, what have even just your representatives who are up for re-election done to get to know you or your mind on anything at all? Sadly, the answer is that they haven't done anything, and up to this point probably haven't had any plans or desires to do anything because they don't have any formal challengers to their seats. So they figure that they win by default. Maybe that will change after this video embarrasses them, and, maybe it won't. Maybe the fact that they haven't done anything might be an indicator that they aren't really as interested in representing you as they are in just winning and having their position for themselves and their own purposes. But hey, it's not like the city government here in Osawatomie isn't using any feedback from residents, right? I mean, in our last city council meeting, the city manager asserted that everything he is doing is directly related to what the people in town asked for 5 years ago. Because obviously nothing has happened in the last 5 years that would affect or change the lives, priorities, and goals of the people of Osawatomie. I mean, if there had maybe been something like a massive pandemic or rampant job loss, shuttering of small businesses, or maybe like a massive spike in inflation, that would be one thing. But no. The last 5 years in particular have just been pretty much easy peasy, humdrum, same old, right? I mean, what reason would any of your representatives have for checking in or reaching out to you? For those who can't detect it, that was sarcasm. No matter how you cut it, your representatives aren't doing their job. They aren't representing you, but what they conceive as what is being in your best interest. They don't vote for what you want or in recognition of your concerns because they've done nothing to even ascertain what your concerns are. And when your concerns and objections are expressed in city council meetings, they rarely even discuss the issues up for a vote before simply voting, showing no sign of listening to anything that the citizens of Osawatomie have to say. It's been said that taxation without representation is tyranny. If that is true, then what can we say when our representatives in this small rural town are doing nothing to represent you or know how to better represent you, but only represent their own biases, prejudices, ideas, and desires? Oh yeah, and they also just voted to raise your property taxes. Sounds to me like a change is well overdue. Each ward has a seat up for election this year. Who's going to step forward for a write-in campaign for your ward? If you want to change, maybe the solution we need is you. Thank you for watching, and please write in Oliver Tanner for Mayor of Osawatomie.